What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at another anime review. We did take a look at an anime review for Bungo Stray Dogs yesterday, and we are taking a look at Season 2 today, because obviously we did Season 1 last time, and we are doing Season 2 this time, because I do like to break animes down season by season as I watch them, and this one, just like Season 1, has 12 episodes, all at roughly around 12 minutes each, so I have been able to watch a season per day, so hopefully we can see some more anime reviews or film reviews coming over the next couple of days from Bungo Stray Dogs as well. And without any further ado, let's get into the Google portion of the video where we take a look at the synopsis, take a look at the episodes, and just do a quick recap of the story before I get into my opinions and what I think worked well and what I think didn't work well in the series. So let's just quickly type on over to Google, do a quick little Google search, and Bungo Stray Dogs does have a 7.8 out of 10. I'm not going to read that because it is just a recap of the first episode from Season 1. So Season 2 does kick off very similarly to how Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 kicked off, with a flashback of their main character. So instead of it being a flashback of Dazai, it was a flashback of Gojo, and I do feel like they are very similar characters, Dazai and Gojo, and it was all about Dazai's past, and he was working for the Port Mafia before he did swap over to the good side, and it showed us that as he was working with these two other agents in Japan and trying to uncover a mystery with them, which got solved and ended up him quitting the Port Mafia because it got too serious, got too real, got too dark, and all he wanted to really do was help people, and that was his true passion, his true calling. So he went to go see someone, and he got into the group which he's into today, hence the 3-year time skip. And now we're back to the present, where we have the were-tiger, who is basically still being hunted, and there's this rich prick, and he's power is the amount of money he spends, the stronger he becomes, and he just wants to destroy the place that they live. He wants to bring Tokyo to its knees, and he wants to bring Japan to its knees. So the villains and the good guys team up together and work together to save this village, to save this city that they live in, because they both care about the city. They all care about the place that they live, and that's what they do. That's what they're fighting for. They're fighting for a better city. They're fighting to protect the city, and that's the common ground that they have to work together. However, the bad guys do turn on them as per usual and end up fighting the were-tiger in this giant whale spaceship thing before it comes crashing down and destroying the place. We do have a death of one of the main characters who was introduced last season, and she is now an official member of the group in this one. We also had a filler episode with the detective going on a detective mission to uncover a mystery. I didn't really see where that fit into the plot. I felt like that episode was just filler and wasn't really needed and wasn't really that good. And I'm going to be honest, I loved the sort of flashback. It gave me severe Jujutsu Kaisen vibes. However, this did come out before Jujutsu Kaisen, so it did it first. It did it first and deserves the credit for doing it first. And I don't know if anyone else did it first. This is the first instance that I've seen the second season doing a flashback of the sort of mentor before the mentor goes into some serious sort of shit. And I'm expecting him to go into some shit in the next couple of seasons. So, this sort of plot will be sort of built upon. And it got deeper into people's powers with them using it and showing off their sort of extra abilities and going to the full extreme of how their powers actually work. And it got even further with our main character learning how to use his tiger ability even more. The animation didn't really change. It's still beautiful, still bright and colorful, which always makes for a good anime in my opinion. I love the bright, colorful sort of vibes, the big explosions, big sort of badass action sequences. It's just so beautiful and so cool. Voice acting, again, very similar to Season 1. It's the same guys. They came back and they did such an excellent job, but it is getting a little annoying how much the same voice actors do reappear. It's not like with acting in America, there is a fuck ton of actors. It does seem like there is a small handful of voice actors, and you do hear them in absolutely everything. And all these voice actors are coming back, man. Like I keep hearing them, and I have flashbacks to other animes from what they're actually from and where I heard them first, and it just leads to me sort of playing a guessing game of like who's that voice actor instead of who's that Pokemon. Every time I start a new anime, it's like who's that voice actor? Who's he playing in this anime? Because like the guy that plays Doctor Stone plays like 8 different characters across 8 different animes, and I hear it. I hear the voice. I hear the voice, and it's like, right, that's instantly Doctor Stone. That is instantly him. And to be fair, I feel like I'm drawn to the characters' voices which I'm most familiar with to become my favorite characters. It is really nice to get Dazai's backstory, though. That was something that I was quite excited to see, because Dazai is my favorite character, and I'm happy that he's here. Honestly, his backstory was quite interesting, and it just provided a little bit more knowledge on the world and sort of gone into how his relationships with the other characters, how they actually sprung into fruition. Because last time he was talking to the Port Mafia group like he knew them, and like he was sort of, chill and buddies with them. But now we know why from the start of this season. Again, it is only 12 episodes, so it is a perfectly balanced 6 and 6, which again, I feel like was wasted 1 episode on the detective story. It was just so pointless and so upsetting and so boring that I just didn't care for it in the slightest. Uh, there isn't really much else. It isn't a comedy. It wasn't that sort of serious. I didn't laugh at any of the jokes that was made. And they tried to go for a serious vibe. They tried to go for like a world-ending threat. And for a season 2 and to do that in 6 episodes, I felt like it needed a little bit more build-up. And the rewards were good at the end with a new character joining the group and joining the team, but it was a character that I'm not too interested in or that I didn't really care for. So I wasn't too thrilled that they joined the team or wasn't too excited. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, they're part of the team now. That's cool. Good ending. And it was a solid ending. It didn't leave it on a cliffhanger. It didn't leave it with like an opening for a number 3. It ended pretty nicely with everything being sort of finished, sorted, and no real sort of plot twists ready to start off with season 3. So we are starting season 3 pretty fresh, so do expect that review over the next coming weeks after I get it watched. I have sort of taken a break from it. I don't know why. I just feel like I need a break from anime right now. So there will probably be some other live action shows coming to review soon, like Ahsoka, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, Echo, stuff like that. I feel like I'm gonna start on those because I can watch those in a day as well. So, do be expecting those over the next couple of days. And if you do want me to review anything else, like anime, TV shows, movies, do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll get on that as soon as I can. But for season 2 of Bungo Stray Dogs, it was pretty solid. I probably won't watch it again, so I am going to put it in like the 6 out of 10. It's very similar to season 1. It sets up for another season. It sets up some of the story and to get to know the characters better. But it isn't spectacular. It isn't amazing, but it's okay. So like 6, 7 area is what I'm giving it. And yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to chat about. And this video is pretty short, so I'm going to do a little bit of self-promotion if you don't mind. And obviously if you did make it to this self-promotion portion of the video, you know, you obviously like Bungo Stray Dogs or you like me, so there's 98% of you that watch my content and are not subscribed. You 98% continuously, constantly watch my content but are not subscribed. Why is that? Do you have a fear of the subscribe button? Is it scary to you? Because I can't think of another reason why you haven't pushed it yet. Because, you know, if you want to help me make that number smaller, go ahead and press that big red button down below. Doesn't that big red button look enticing? You know what? Don't push the big red button. Don't do it. You don't need to. It's a big red button. If you don't want to push the big red button, you don't have to. But, I post 5 times a day for everyone, you know, just so you all have some nice content throughout the day. And I post a variety of different content types because I love you guys, and you guys deserve the best. And only the best. So I am making the best content that I can as of right now. So this is marking history in the channel as the best content I can make at this moment in time. So we're making history here, folks. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and toodles. I'm leaving now.